Hi, this is probably the most fun I've thought about having in a long time because I am talking to some Texans. I too am a Texan. I used to live in the Dallas area for about 27 years. Lived in DeSoto, worked in Dallas, worked at the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center, and worked at Baylor. My name is Yancy. I'm a cardiologist. I've been a cardiologist since 1989, and I love what I do. Today I've been asked to talk to you and tell you about what's going on with something called heart failure. Now that's got to sound like the most uncool thing on the planet, right? Heart failure. But it actually reflects a journey that a lot of doctors like myself have been on for a long time because we're trying to make it so that when someone has a diagnosis of heart failure, it doesn't have to be an end-all diagnosis and we can make them better. Let me tell you what it is first. It's real simple. It means that the heart has become too weak to do what the body needs it to do. In some people, it's because the heart is too stiff or too strong, but we won't discuss that right now. Let's just talk about the heart being too weak. We have learned through science, through studying, through paying attention to this disease, that we need to do more than just try to make it stronger. We needed to understand the whys. And once we figured out the whys, we've been able to make a real difference. So I'm delighted that there are people living today, people that I treated 15 years ago, that are living and living well with heart failure, not because I'm great, but because the science behind all of this works. That's what's really important. I also want you to appreciate that this kind of heart disease is non-discriminatory. Anybody can get this kind of heart disease. You, your parents, your grandparents. I bet you if you go home and talk to your parents, your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents, they will know someone who has heart failure. You can tell them that after listening to this video, you listen to someone who says, we are about the business now of taking the failure out of heart failure and helping everybody with this condition do better. We're not there yet, but that's the purpose of research, of studying, of education, of practice, of really making a commitment to do something and to do something really well. And that's really the driver for me professionally. But I want to change gears with you because, again, you guys are like my home tribe. Don't tell anybody in Chicago this, but I'm still a Cowboys fan. I'm still a Mavericks fan. And I love the Texas Rangers. But shh, you can't tell my friends up here in Chicago. The reason that I want to talk to you very personally is that I don't want my friends in Texas to end up with the burden of heart disease. And there's some simple things you can do right now that even your parents won't know. So listen to me for just 10 more seconds. I'm going to tell you what you need to do so that through your life, you don't have to worry about having heart disease. Maybe longer than 10 seconds. Here's the first thing. Don't smoke. Anyone who wants you to smoke, it's not cool. They're not your friend. Don't smoke. Second thing, be physically active. You don't have to be an athlete. You don't have to be on the baseball team, the track team, but be active. Get out, ride a bike, get away from the TV, get away from the video games, get away from the smartphone, and do some fun stuff. Sweat. That's what I want you to do. Find a way to sweat for about 20 to 30 minutes a day. The next thing, you want to keep your weight where it is. About 1 in 3 kids today are a little bit too heavy. You can do something about that now. It's much easier to lose weight now than it is at this point. I'm 57. You guys are much younger than me. So do something about that. Try to keep your weight down and then have a good diet. It doesn't mean you can't have a fun diet, but have a good diet. You can enjoy the things you like to enjoy, but do so bits and pieces. Really focus on the fruits and the vegetables, the fish. Those things are really, really good for you. And at some point in time, when you're older, you need to talk to your parents and your doctor, your pediatrician, your family doctor, about things like blood pressure and cholesterol and blood sugar. But those 7 things together, as you get older, can really help you avoid ever having heart disease. So that's a good take-home message for you. So here is the real wrap-up. You guys have a chance to live a unique, beautiful, special life. What we know in medical science now is extraordinary compared to what we knew just 2 decades ago. All it takes is a little bit of effort with prevention and a big commitment with understanding to live a life that today's adults can't even imagine. I want the best for you. I want the best for my friends in Texas. I want the best for Laura and her mother. Wow, what an incredible group of people, like all of you are. Let's all make Texas proud. Let's do some things that give us a better life, a longer life, a happier life, and let's just be happy about the chances that we have. It's great to talk to you. I hope many of you are able to do something different here and take this as an inspiration to really go forward with your studies and your work and do the best you possibly can. You're from Texas. Go get them.